Namaskarams. Welcome to the first session of Kalaranjitam. The first kriti which we would be learning is Shivakameshwarim Chintayeham in the Raga Kalyani, composed by Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar. This video is part 1 of the Kriti 1 series, where I'll be talking about the grammatical aspects of Raga Kalyani. Kalyani is a very familiar and popular raga in both Carnatic and Hindustani systems of music. In the Hindustani system of music, Ragam Kalyani is called Rag Yaman. I'm sure all of you would have learned compositions in this raga. Some of the famous Carnatic compositions in Kalyani Ragam include Vasudevayani, Kamalambam Bhajare, Bhajare Rechita, Sundari Nidivya, Eta Unara, Unnayala, etc. etc. Since Kalyani is a very pleasant raga and has enormous scope, there are a lot of cinema songs which are very catchy and are purely based on Kalyani scale, like Mannavan Vandanadi, Janani Janani, Zindagi Bharne Bhulegi, Chandan Savadhi, etc. Let's get into the grammatical aspects of Kalyani. Kalyani is 65th in number in the 72 Melakarta system of Venkatamathi. In Venkatamati's Sampurna Mela Paddhati, Kalyani is also called Necha Kalyani, whereas in Dikshitar's Paddhati or the Asampurna Mela Paddhati, Kalyani is called Shanta Kalyani. In this kriti, which we are going to learn, Shivakameshwarim Chintayeham, Dikshitar gives the Raga Mudra as Shanta Kalyana Gunashalini. Now, let's get into the Swarasthanas of Kalyani. Kalyani's Swarasthanas include Shadjamam, Sa, Chatushruti Rishabam, Retu, Antaragandhara, Dhatu, Pratimadhyamam, Matu, Panchamam, Pa, Chatushruti Daivatam, Dhatu, and Kakali Nishadam, Nitu. Let's try to sing this. Sari ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Kalyani is called a Sarvaswara Gamaka Visesha Raga, which means that every swaram except Shadjamam and Panchamam can be oscillated. Now, Kalyani is a raga of that sort wherein even if you oscillate a swara or if you do not give the gamaka, you can still feel the raga. For example, the North Indian way of handling Kalyani or the North Indian way of singing Rag Yaman is mostly plain notes and yet you can feel the raga there. But it's a very different feel from that of what our Carnatic Kalyani is. For example, Ni Re Ga Ma Ga Ri Ni Re Sa Ni Re Pa Ma Ri Ga Ri Ni Re Sa. This is mostly plain. But in our Carnatic Kalyani, na na these oscillations are very important to get the Carnatic flavor. Ga ma pa de ni da pa. So there are different types of gamakas which are included in Kalyani. Now, let's go to the term Jiva Swaras. Jiva Swaras in its literal sense means that the notes which give life to a raga. According to Professor Sambamurthy's book, Gandharam and Nishadam are Kalyani's Jiva Swaras, Ga and Ni. In Hindustani system, there is a term called Pakad, which means that when you touch the note, when you touch that particular note of a raga, you can instantly feel the raga. So Jiva Swara is something like that. When you touch the Gandhara, Ga or Ni of Kalyani, you can feel the raga instantly. Let's see how. When you sing ga, instantly you can feel the raga. Likewise, when we sing ni, these are also complementary notes. Gani, gani, ga. So, Ga and Ni form the Jiva Swaras of Kalyani, and they play a very important role in the portrayal of Raga Kalyani. Next, let's see what means by Nyasa Swaras. Nyasa means the place where we can stop. Nyasan Pandradhu appadina, the place where we can stop and revolve around it. Like when we elaborate a raga, we cannot stop on every note and develop around it. There are certain notes on which we can stop and revolve around it, do sancharas around it. Sa, Ri. Ri is a good nyasa swara. Mada, pa, ma, ri. We can stop in Ni. Pa, ma, ga, 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 ri, sa, ni, ga, ni, ri, ga. We can stop in Ga and do sancharas around Ga. Now, Ma is not a very good nyasa swara. Ma, ga, ri, ga, ma. We cannot stop in Ma and do the sancharas because it gives us a feeling of uncertainty there. Ma, ga, ri, ga, ma. It's not very good place to stop. Pa, it's a good nyasa swara. We can stop in Pa and revolve around it. So, Pa or basic nota we can revolve around it. Again, the is not a very good nyasa swara. We can stop in the and do some sancharas, but there are some schools of thought which do not agree to this. The usage of plain the is not very much recommended for our Kalyani because this gives us a lighter feel of Rag Yaman, more of Rag Yaman. So that's why we do not stop in the and do the sancharas. For the Carnatic Kalyani, we have to get pa ma ga ma da da, and the asaiva irundha we can feel the raga there. So the is not a very good nyasa swara. Again, ni is a very very good nyasa swara. Da da na ni ni ri ga ri ni sa ni da pa da ni. We can do the ni with gamakam or without gamakam. Either way is good. Da da na we can stop, take ni as a basic note and revolve around it. Tarasai Shadja is again a good nyasa swaras. So the nyasa swaras of Kalyani are Sa, Ri, Ga, Pa and Ni, excluding Ma and Da. That finishes the section of nyasa swaras. Next, let's see what are graha swaras. Graha swaras means the swaras on which we can start a composition or start a raga. For this, we can take inference from compositions from a lot of Vagayakaras. Nariya Kirtanegal, we see that it starts from the upper Sai Shadja. For example, Vasudevayani. Sa Vasudevayani Shivakameshwari. Shivakameshwari Sundarini Divya. Sundarini Divya Unnayalla. All these compositions start from the upper Shadja and it's a good Grahaswara. Next, Panchamam. Pa is again a very good Grahaswara. Bhajare Rechita. Bhajare Rechita Banambika. A very popular composition of Muthuswami Dikshita, which starts on Pa. Pahimam Shri Vageshwari, Navaratri Kirtane of Shri Swati Tirunal, which starts on Panchamam. So Panchamam is a very good Grahaswara. So all these compositions give us an idea how to start a raga or where to start a raga. If we take Shyama Shastri's Kirtanegal, Gandharam is a very good Grahaswara. Himadri Sute or all these start in Ga. So we can take these as inference and start our raga as Tadana. We can start from Sa. Start from Pa. Can start from Ga. So Ga, Pa, Sa form good Grahaswaras for Kalyani. In some rare cases, Ni also forms a good Grahaswara. I'm sure all of you would know about Kalyani Aditalavarnam Vanajakshiro. Adoda Charanam Vanda, it starts from Ni. Ni Lubarani Mohamayani. So in some cases, we can start from Ni also. This finishes the section of Grahaswaras. Regarding the mood of the Raga Kalyani, I would say that Kalyani is a raga which evokes rasas like Bhakti Rasa, Sringara Rasa. Kalyani, in its very literal sense, itself means auspiciousness. So this raga is more of an evening raga. My guru used to say that if you sing Kalyani during the evening concerts, the concert is definitely going to be successful, because the mood of Kalyani is very good when you sing during the evening time. Again, there is a very different dimension to this raga when you do the Shadjam and the Panchamam Varjam, which means if you remove Sa and Pa from Kalyani and then try to sing the rest of Swaras, you'll get a very different dimension of Kalyani, which will definitely take you to a very different world. So let's try and experience this. Sa, Ri, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa. Now let's try to do Sancharas without Sa and Pa. Ni, Da, Ma, Da, Ni, Da, Ma, Ga, Ri, Ni, Da, Ni, Ri, Ga. Ni, Ri, Ga, Ma, Ri, Ga, Ma, Da, Ma, Da, Ni, Ri, Ga. Ni, Ri, Ga, Ma, Da, Ri, Ni, Da, Ni, Ri, Ni, Da, Ma, Da, Ri, Ri, Ga, Ma, Da, Ni, Ri, Ni, Da, Ni, Ri, Sa. So when you go to Sa, you get a very, very good feel. A lot of legendary singers in the technique on the use pani, they have used this technique during raga elaborations. So this raga evokes a very different feel when sung without Sa and Pa. This is my compilation of the grammatical aspects of Kalyani. I know it's very less, but to start with, let's work with these information and we can get on to more information regarding Kalyani during our forthcoming sessions. Thank you very much.